Hello, my name is Lisbeth Navarro, and the work that I make is mostly slab with underglaze decoration. So today I want to show you how to make a tile, a hard slab tile, something like this. So it's hollow. It has mostly straight edges, and it was built at the stage of leather hard. So I'm going to show you how to roll your slabs, how to clean them up, how to let them dry. Then we're going to add all the surface decoration, and then we're going to build our tile. So I'm going to try to record little clips of all the steps. Feel free to ask any questions after you watch this video. You feel free to email me, and I'll be happy to help you. The clay that I'm using today is called Phoenix. When you're working with hard slab, you usually want a clay that has a lot of sand, so it could actually hold the shape and it will be easier to build. But in this case, we're adding decoration and we're adding Sgraffito to our tile. We need a clay that is really soft and really smooth with no sand at all, so that our drawings or decoration are really, really clean. So I'm using this clay, Phoenix 5. It's a white clay body, doesn't have any sand. It's not the best for hand building, but is the best if you want to decorate. So if you want to achieve a really clean design, I would recommend a white clay body with no sand. So this is a whole plug, 25 pounds, straight from the bag. When you take your clay out of the bag, instead of cutting my clay from the top, I'm gonna cut it from the side. So I have my wire tool. I'll show you. Just gonna mark it over here so that you can see it. So I cut about an inch. I'm marking it down. Bring it down again. I'm gonna line it up over here, bring it to the middle, and then pull. I get a really even cut if I line them up and then pull the wire. The reason I cut my clay horizontal instead of putting my pug like this is when you buy your clay, when you get your clay straight out of the bag, in the places where they make the clay is mixing in these like huge mixers that they come out, the clay comes out of an extruder, and the extruder, sometimes when it comes out, sometimes it has a little bit of a twist. So if I were to cut my clay straight from over here, sometimes you will get that little twist. You wouldn't be able to see it, but your clay particles are already formed in that little twist. So later when you roll your slab, sometimes your slab will warp, reflecting that little spiral that happened during the mixing of the clay. Put it down, cut it, and I'm gonna keep cutting to make more than one slab. So I have one. And I have my rolling pin. Right now it's too thick for me just to start rolling. I notice that I'm working on a plaster board. If you don't have plaster, you could use a wooden board, or Just put a piece of fabric or a piece of newspaper underneath your clay so it doesn't stick to whatever surface you're using. I could also stretch it by just hitting it against my table or the floor to stretch it out. I pick it up. I kind of pull it towards me as I drop it, and you can see how it's stretching and getting bigger. You can see my thickness over here is about 1/4 of an inch. I also have measuring sticks. I'm gonna do this process of rolling my slab with about 3 slabs. It's better to have extra because they take a while to dry. So in order to move on to the next step, you need all your sides that you're gonna use for your tiles. This tile is about, I don't know, like maybe 5 by 6. But you need the front, you need the back, and all of your sides. The thickness of mine is about 1 inch tall. So I'm gonna make 3 slabs about this size so that I have extra. To the front, and then gently I'm gonna flip it and do the back. When you're handling your slab, like once you have it at the thickness that you want, you don't want to be handling it too much, like moving it around too much. Because as you know, the clay has memory and it's going to remember how you manipulate it. So if you stretch it too much, it's gonna remember that curve and it might go back to that shape after you fire it. After I have it at this stage, I will put a piece of newspaper on top and on the bottom, and I will store my clay in between 2 pieces of wood. Like I will put another board on top to make it even.